make a slightly screwed up order in this truss. Boom, just like that, it is the next day for you guys. So now we have the hard part to do on these 05 and newer Dana 60s. Time to cut off all those brackets. So we're gonna probably be using every single cutting tool that I have. So that's gonna be plasma, sawzall, bandsaw, cut off wheels, and whatever else I can find, because everything's pretty tight, but we're gonna just get started on this, I guess. Nothing to it but to do it.
That big bracket there, that bracket there. I'm sure we had to cut off the bracket off the thingy. Do we cut off the, oh, those come off?
Yeah, they get pulled.
Oh, we don't have to cut those off. Good.
Right, punch up.
Whoop, let me know.
Well, it's another day. I did just finish up getting the 60 all cleaned, and it's pretty much ready for trusses. And to get that casting off, that 2-inch piece casting off on the driver's side, I ended up taking the good old air hammer, and I just knocked those off. But right now the garage is an absolute mess. So I'm gonna clean up, and then we're gonna get to doing the rest of it.
So if you ever hear the term Ohio gray, our sky is gray. A good portion of the year. It is cold. It's chilly and it's windy. I'm looking to see if we got a package. Did we get a package yet? Nope. No package. Yes, I still have my fall stuff out. I have to get my Christmas stuff out.
All right, so it's the next day after getting the garage all swept up and everything. It's time to weld the tubes to the casting. So we just got to do that. You specifically want to do it with the 60 on the side you cut, because you cut out a couple of those rosette welds. I think that's what they're called. I don't know. Plug welds. Yeah, Jeff knows. They're called plug welds. But we're gonna get to this and hopefully just wrap it up, put it away. So after heating the casting of the tube up to above 400 degrees, we were able to weld it, peen it, and then we wrapped it in for the night. Well, finished the tubes on the 60, so we're letting it cool down. I'm gonna wrap it here soon. But do you guys want to see Jeff's welds compared to my welds? He's way better at this than I am. I'm sure there's still gonna be somebody in the comments that makes fun of him, but let at it, make fun of the guy. All right, so we're just gonna put the blanket on. Last you saw us with this, we had it, well, we welded the tubes into the housing, or the casting, whatever you want to call it, whatever. Don't murder me because I call stuff the wrong things.
Third member.
You guys know what I'm talking about. But we're going to open this up, just like we did on the 14 volt, and see if the welds held and if anything cracked or anything like that. So fingers crossed, we don't have to do this again.
Hi, Will. Welcome to the garage.
All right, fingers crossed, everything's okay.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! Yep, it's gonna hold. It's all good stuff on that side. Let's check this side. It's all good stuff. We have some porosity in that one, but the rest of the weld looks pretty good. So I think we are pretty golden on the 60, so we're gonna get the truss figured out and go from there.
Will you telling Dad he did a good job?
Thanks, bud. He's a good puppy. I know.
Why does that one come with so many pieces that you have to weld? That other one was so nice.
Yeah, that one was nice.
So what are your thinkings, Josh?
So, I think I slightly screwed up ordering this truss. It's not gonna exactly work for what we're trying to do. It's like, I like the fact that it's a nice flat top. Like, there's nice and flat, so we can put our upper link anywhere we want to. It's kind of nice, it has this hole here. That way it lines that up. But the problem is on the outside. So we're gonna run some pretty big coilovers in this thing. And we need to get those mounted as low as possible. So say if we had like a 12-inch coilover, we can mount those coilover mounts right here and it'd be fine. Even probably a 14. But with 16s, we need them down on those tubes. We need to have a tab coming off the tube. And with how these are formed, they come all the way out to the seat, which is nice because it gives it all that strength. But it's in the way of our mounts.
Womp womp.
That sucks.
I think it's too late to return it and get a different one.
I won't return it, I'll just cut it and make it fit. It's just metal. You can always fix metal. It's simple.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Unless you melt it, then you can't fix it.
That's true. Don't melt the metal, but you can fix it the rest of the way. I need a hammer.
That's not a hammer.
What? This isn't a hammer?
No, that's not a hammer.
Watch. I bet you those hammer things. Look, hammer.
It's not a
Oh,
hammer.
that one's gonna slide out in the back.
It already did.
So I think this kind of gives us the best lineup, honestly. So what we could do, what I'm thinking is, and Ashley said it too, is run a straight edge all the way down to that notch on this backside. Let's run it down there and just come out with a 90. And that 90 looks like it just comes all the way up to this scar line. So it's just scar line down, and then after that we can figure out how to make this get down there to fit. But it actually should be pretty easy to do. All we gotta do is cut and weld more. That's it.
That sounds terrible.
All right, but let's figure this out and get all this stuff marked up and cut. All right, so I just took the truss off the axle, marked everywhere I want to cut. Down there, then we're gonna come across here, cut this piece off, and then we're probably gonna have to cut however what the height is on this from there. So we'll have to cut a little bit of that because I want to reuse this piece because it's nice and radiused out for the axle. So let's get to cutting. All right, so I just got that truss cut, but now I have to go eat. So I'm gonna eat and hopefully be right back out to get this kind of put back together the way it needs to be. So just came back from lunch probably like an hour ago. I guess it's dinner. Ashley made some pretty good egg salad, so we had some egg salad. And then we had some true problem solving to figure out. So I think last I showed you, we made that one cut on the truss, and then I was trying to make the cut on the short side of the tube, but it just wasn't working because once I put the coilover in there, and I have the coilover in there and start rocking it, I'll show you guys over here. We'll show you on the axle. So once I put the coilover in there and started rocking it, it was bottoming them out on this side. So if you guys remember, this side was kind of pretty flat, and then it started going down. So what we had to do is relief cut this, bend it down. I cut the piece off of there, and then we just ran a flat bridge all the way across. So now it gives us plenty of room. But we're gonna get this all welded up right there and wherever, and then I'm gonna come through, cut this down, and then weld it. Yeah, so I'm gonna cut that down right there, weld it in, and it's gonna give us plenty of room.
Looks like Frankenstein.
Yeah, so this is one of the things I wasn't expecting to do, because all the other trusses I ever had, well, the 2 trusses I ever helped with was Blue Jeep and one of Jeff's trusses. And I was trying to set it up just like Jeff's are, where it's just put those mounts right on the tube, then you have all the room. What I didn't know, you have motor-built trusses. So if you're trying to do what I'm trying to do, probably just go buy motor-built trusses. It's gonna save you a pretty decent amount of time, because that's what, probably 2 hours in it or so. We got that done. Sure. All right, so right now I'm taking a little bit of a break from the welding, but we're just finished welding the truss on a bench, and Ashley's taking over. So this is her first time ever dealing with MIG, right? You've done it a couple other times maybe, but nothing like serious.
It was like 2011.
Yeah, so pretty long time ago.
I've only been doing this for like 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's been like, yeah, literally 2 minutes, but she's doing great.
Okay, maybe more.
She's doing better than what I normally do. So we'll show you some of her pretty ones that she wants to show you guys.
That one.
That one's a pretty one?
That one's my pretty one.
Okay, that's a very nice
That
one.
one's not bad.
That one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah.
I just did this really long one.
This one's really nice right here too.
Did I do that? Yeah, I did do that one.
Yep.
There's this one over here. This is my longest weld yet.
Longest weld yet? Holy smokes, babe, that's good.
Minus the end looks poopy.
It's okay. So like when you get to the end on those, what you kind of want to do is like when you get to the end is just hold it there for an extra couple seconds just to fill that all in. And then it'll all be filled in and you'll be good. But yeah, that's a good weld.
My really pretty one's on the other side, but
Oh, pretty one?
I don't want to flip it over.
Okay, I think this one right here, I think that one's a really pretty one.
Oh, that's terrible.
You have one bad one. Well, the rest of them you've been doing really good. I'll show you guys real quick, and then we're gonna finish welding this stuff, and once we put it on the axle, we'll show you guys then. But like, good weld. Good weld. All those are good welds. They just don't look the best because it's welds on a weld. That's a super, super pretty weld by Ashley right there. You're learning and you're doing a good job. So we got everything situated, and still Ashley's running the welder and she's doing a pretty dang good job. We don't look at that one, but she's doing a good job. And yeah, we're getting this all done today. Yep, but you're doing great. Rosie the Riveter. Yep. All right, well, we're gonna finish this and show you guys the finished product at the end. Well, it's another day. Last you saw of us, we ran out of welding wire, so we couldn't finish the Dana 60, putting the truss on. But there are a few modifications we made at the Dana 60. I think you guys saw them. But I have to create some kind of gussets now. So let me flip you guys around and show you. So on this side, this is just one plate welded to another plate, welded to this. So I want to make a gusset from like here to there, and then another gusset from here, and hopefully I can make it to round all the way up to there. That way it's nice and strong, and we got a lot more welding on it. So that's what I'm gonna work on today, and then whenever Ashley comes back out, she'll come out and finish welding it all. You see she's been doing a pretty good job. Most of those welds, I think all of these welds are all Ashley's, but that's the game plan for today, is just get this all gusseted out and finished and fully welded. Well, I just finished the back gusset. So I just used a regular cut that they had. So all this is already formed. And then I just had to cut this angle because this angle is a lot steeper. So I cut that angle steeper so it would fit. So we just gotta go through and tack that. One of the problems was right here, you can see there's not that much material right there. So I ended up getting just a little piece like kind of inserted in there. I think it should work pretty well, but so we're gonna weld that into this piece, and then it gives us a lot more strength this way or this way. So it gives us a lot more strength, so we'll weld that. I also finished the front piece, and the front piece should just sit in there just like that, and then it'll actually come down and connect to this piece. So that's what we have to do. I need to still figure out a way to make this piece a little bit stronger, so I might just get a little triangle and cut a triangle out and just set that on top of that, because I don't want that ripping. And same with this piece. So, but right now we have this stuff done. So Ashley's out here now. So we're gonna get this stuff welded up and tacked in and everything else like that. Well, we just finished gusseting everything up on the side that we had to do some problems with. Everything's gusseted, it's all really strong. I just wanted to show you guys. Yeah, kind of looks like Frankenstein, but we made this plate right there so it connects to this piece, and then it connects to this upper piece. And then we also made a little triangle gusset right there, and then you guys saw us building this one, I think. That one's all built. And then we did the same thing on the other side. If you look, so another gusset right there, attaching both sides down, triangle piece, and then that back piece. So yeah, so it's all gusseted out. All Ashley's gonna do now is do all the finish welding. I'm gonna put you guys on a pedestal so you guys watch Ashley weld, because she is pretty dang good. All done?
All done.
All done. Let's see them. Oh man, time stacker on our hands.
Especially with these ones. Like my verticals.
Yeah, you did good job first time welding.
Thanks.
All right.
Like my welding helmet?
Yep.
I got it when I was told I was the welder now.
Yep, you are the welder now. I'm retiring from welding. You do better than I do, so you're officially the welder. But it's all done. Like I said, the hardest part, we had to splice here to shorten it up because this ran all the way out. And then we had to figure out a way to clearance all this room over here. Yeah, but with that said, I think we're gonna end the video here. I hope you guys like it. Next time you see the 60, it should be at least under the Jeep, getting links and stuff figured out, or at least under the frame. Get links and stuff all figured out from there, and then hopefully we'll be dealing with the roller here, I don't know, next couple weeks. But I hope you guys liked it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, all the other fun YouTube stuff.
Tell me how terrible my weld
Yeah,
was.
make fun of Ashley for her welds, not just me. And yeah, that's all. All right guys, adios.